Hi guys, I'm live. I just wanted to say, um, uh, maybe I did some self-sabotaging in my lives, but I think that comes down to, at the root of it, I don't really want to share the stage with Kai. I don't think I want to. If he's so great, let him have the gig. If I'm good, pick me. Maybe that's why I seem to self-sabotage a lot because too many guitarists are on stage. First of all, Steve Vai supposedly is coming back, which means I'm not even in the band anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I say. If it's me and Kai, um, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. But I don't like all the. I don't. I just don't think that I don't know. I don't like that we're kind of people are talking and putting us against each other, and I don't. I feel like if I'm wanted for the gig, anyway, I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I think that here's what I think I'm saying. I think I have a hard time sharing the stage with another guitarist. Okay. And maybe if I'm not meant for the gig, then well, here's what I'm saying. I think what I mean is I just will say this. Okay, I'm not sure what I feel about Kai and I right now, but I will say this. I'm true to rock and roll, and I'm true to myself, and I'm true to music. And I don't. What I really don't like is the political part of rock and roll. If David Lee Roth and people like that are doing, I don't know, doing personality contests and things like that, I don't really like that. And I don't, and all the haters around me, I think that I just don't like it. Okay. And I have Aspie. I have Asperger's syndrome, so I'm very gullible. Okay, so you guys know that already. It's very easy to get my goat. And some people seem to enjoy that. Seem to think that, wow, we got Jimmie's goat, aren't we great? Well, not really, because that's easy to do for me. And what I'm saying ultimately is, I'm tired of worrying about who's better between me and Kai. I'm tired of worrying about that. I'm tired of wondering if it's him better or me better, and all that. I just want to either have the gig or not. And some people say I've lost the gig, and then when I do something to really lose the gig, they say, now you've really lost the gig. Well, I've either lost the gig or I haven't. I don't. I think it's a lot of fuss, and I think a lot of it is hearsay because I'm so easily fooled by whatever anybody says. And then they take me in a direction, and then I come back and forth, and it's and a lot of people just say, it's Kai versus me, and I don't want that animosity on stage. Okay, So that's really what I'm saying. If Kai and I are going to be enemies, I just want it to be one of us or the other. If we can be friends and play together and have it not be a question of it's me or Kai or who's better, then I can do that. I can do that if it's a cooperative environment. But if it's going to be every night, I'm going to worry about, is it Kai or me? Who's out, who's in, who's out, who's in? I don't want to do that. I'd rather just be out than deal with, oh my God, am I out? I'd just rather know, is it Kai or is it me? I don't know. And I'm a great guitarist, but I don't know that Kai isn't a great guitarist. Maybe he's a great guitarist too. And maybe he knows martial arts and can be a great sparring partner for David Lee Roth. I don't think much of Kai. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't think much of him, but that doesn't make me right because I don't know him that well. And if we can be friendly and cooperative and have it not be an animosity between me and Kai, I think that can work. But if it's going to be every night wondering who's better, I want Kai to have it. Then if I'm not meant for the gig, then that's fine. But I don't want to have hostility on stage, and I don't want to have continual contention about who's better if it's going to only be hostility on stage. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Kai, honestly, you might be better than me. I don't know that. I don't know that, Kai. You may be the greatest guitarist that ever walked the earth. I haven't really checked you out. I don't really know how good you are. I just have what I feel about you. Just the impression I get is that you're not that good. But I don't know that. You might be great. You might be better than me. You might be able to play the notes perfectly straight out, cover to cover, the whole album every single night. You might blow me away in that way. But then again, I might have something you don't have. I might have the heart and the improvisation and the feel of rock and roll and the passion that you probably can't have because you're just a young kid. You didn't grow up with Eddie Van Halen and David Lee Roth. I did. So whether you're better than me or not is not the whole question. It's also who has the rock and roll attitude. And I don't like politics, and I don't like having to have it. I don't like people taunting me and giving me stories and pulling my chain and saying you know David Lee Roth said this and someone else said that, and now you've lost the gig, but now you've really lost the gig. Whatever. Kai, I do want to say this. Kai, if you get the gig and because you're the better guitarist, then so be it. I can accept that. Okay, I can accept that you might be better than me. You might be worthy of the gig, and I may not be. So maybe you're the right guitarist for David Lee Roth, Kai. And not only that, it's not even my choice. You get that? I mean, I'm doing all this thinking and all this planning and strategies and worrying and trouble when it's really up to David Lee Roth anyway. So if David Lee Roth likes you, Kai, and if it's going to be animosity between me and you on stage, then you can have it. If we can get along, that's great. Or if he wants me and not you, that's great. But none of my haters will admit that he wants me and not you. I mean, that would be just like heresy. So anyway, I still love you, David Lee Roth. I still love you, Billy Sheehan. I love you, Mick Mars. I love you, Tommy Shaw. I love you, Roxy Petrucci. I love you, Baz. I love you, Don Henley. I love all the rockers, okay? I'm flawed, and I have my human weaknesses and things like that, but it doesn't, none of it, no matter what I say or do, none of it takes away the fact that I have total and ultimate respect for all the rockers that came before me. And when people joke, I say I would take a bullet for David Lee Roth and think I'm just saying that, or I would lay down in traffic for him or whatever. And they make fun of my sincerity even. Even my sincerity gets made fun of. Yeah, why don't you take a bullet for him, Jimmie? No matter what I say, there's always a hate spin to it. But I have the utmost respect for all the rockers that came before me. And right at the top of the list is David Lee Roth as far as anyone else. And all the others too, all the others I just named, and Tommy Shaw, I love you. All these rockers I have ultimate respect for. Now I don't act like it all the time, and I'm not perfect, and I'm flawed, and I do things, and I self-sabotage and all that. But none of that. At the end of the day, that doesn't take away my heart and what I feel about rock and roll and the rockers that came before me. So I love you guys. Peace, rock and roll.